I'm back. And welcome to the formerly Sci-Fi Movie Guy, now the Grumpy Old Movie Guy show. My name's Mike. You guys all know me. And I'm damn grumpy because movies have been closed for a very long time. But now I'm very excited because movies are open again. And I just went and saw Black Widow. So this is my non-spoiler review of Black Widow. So don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. I will, however, probably reference some of the other Marvel movies like Endgame, Infinity War, stuff like that. And I will spoil the hell out of them while I'm talking about Black Widow. But I will not spoil anything from this movie. This movie was surprisingly great. I wasn't expecting a lot out of this movie, but it delivered on so many levels, and I really, really enjoyed it. I'm going to start with the things that I didn't like about it and then get into the things that I really did like about it. There were two major things that I didn't like about this movie. The first one is that because it takes place right after Captain America Civil War, and we know what happens to Natasha Romanoff in Endgame, she dies, and we know what happens after this Black Widow movie, the stakes aren't high enough. When she's put in peril in this movie in so many different ways, and there's so many different things where you think she might die or might not come out of this, we know she does. So as much as I'm invested in the action scenes and the storyline, there just weren't enough stakes. This movie should have come out right after Captain America Civil War. It's long overdue that Natasha Romanoff gets her own movie. Scarlett Johansson was great in this movie. And the other characters, her father, her mother, and her sister, which we've seen in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything, they make you care about these characters a lot. And they do a really nice job at the beginning of the movie. Again, this is all in the trailers, but of telling the backstory of Natasha Romanoff, and they do it in a way that is very fast, so that you're not spending more than 10 minutes on that origin story, and then you get into the action and the aftermath of Captain America Civil War and what she's going through, and when she meets up with her family, and the story melds itself together, and they do just enough character building and then tons of incredible action scenes that make this movie an all-around good Marvel movie. So the first thing that I didn't like were the stakes, and the second thing that I didn't like about this movie was a bit of the editing. It seemed kind of choppy to me. Some of it could have been probably edited better. There was a little too much shaky cam for me, and I didn't quite get to see all the fight scenes that I wanted to. So those are probably the two things that I didn't like about this movie. Other than that, this movie is a great movie. Now, I always rate my movies with must see, go, wait for video, or no. Now, this movie you have the option of seeing in the theaters or seeing on Disney Plus. So I'm giving this a really high go, almost a must see, because it's a good Marvel movie. But there's a caveat with that. So if you have a large family, like over 4 people, you can get it for $30 on Disney Plus. So if you already have Disney Plus and money's tight because, we were in a pandemic and all that, and you have a big enough screen and one of those home theater systems you can crank up, you may want to stay at home and wait for video. But if you don't, and money's not an issue, and you really want to see a great Marvel movie as the first movie back into the theaters, this is a great Marvel movie to go see in the theaters. So that's why I'm saying I'm fighting between go, must see, even wait for video. I'm fighting with all three of them, and I'm so excited because I just got out of the screening that I might even be rating this movie higher than it is. I'm going to have to watch it a couple more times. But right now, I'd say it's right in between must see and go. But again, if money's tight and you got a big screen at home and you got Disney Plus already, spend the $30 at home, watch it as many times as you want. I just think the sound and the soundtrack in this movie it should be seen in the theater. So I really like this movie a lot. I'm going to go watch it a couple more times. Then I'm going to do a spoiler review. So once I do the spoiler review, I'll probably have a better idea of how much I like this movie. But right now I'm saying I liked it a lot. So that's my review of Black Widow. Please leave me comments. Just want to say that the people that I saw it with tonight, Talon, Tristan, and Tim, we were chatting about it after, and a couple of them loved it. One of them loved it. Two of them thought it was eh. There was mixed reviews with the people that I went and saw. The guy who was sitting next to Keith, he loved it, just like I did. So yeah, it was on and off with the reviews, but I really, really enjoyed this movie. It was a fun movie. The action was awesome. Everything you'd expect at a Black Widow and a spy movie. So go see this movie one way or another, whether it's at home or in the theater. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the grumpy old movie guy, formerly the sci-fi movie guy. And remember, everybody, nerds rule the world.